A company enters the quarter with an AI program that appears to have solved a margin problem. Service hours are down, output per employee is up, unit cost has fallen, finance carries the saving into the forecast, and management expects gross margin to widen. 6 weeks later, a competitor lowers price. A second bundles the same capability into its standard offer. A major customer reopens its contract and asks why the supplier should keep the saving. Operations have not failed, yet the expected margin expansion begins to disappear. The danger is not that automation fails to reduce cost. The danger is that the market reacts before the company can retain the benefit. Efficiency changes the cost structure inside the firm, but competition decides where value settles. A saving can be technically real, financially visible, and commercially unavailable at the same time. Margin risk often appears after the internal success has been reported. The first dashboard captures lower labor hours or cost per transaction. It does not yet capture the rival price cut, the renewal concession, or the customer's bargaining power. The gain arrives first. The offset follows elsewhere. A simple modeled example makes the structure visible. Begin with $100 of revenue and $70 of cost. Automation removes $8. Competition forces a $10 price reduction, while support and oversight add $3 back. Gross profit moves from $30 to $25. The numbers are hypothetical. The sequence is the point. The saving appears in one line. The loss returns through pricing, contract scope, and service burden. Management sees the $8 immediately. The $13 of leakage may arrive across several quarters. The first pressure is imitation. When rivals gain access to comparable models and workflows, an early cost advantage can spread faster than the original firm can convert it into durable differentiation. The first adopter may protect margin briefly. Once competing offers reach an acceptable level, the saving becomes part of the expected market price. The internal improvement remains. Its ownership changes. In US enterprise markets, that change appears as a quarter-end discount, an added feature at renewal, a higher service level, or a temporary concession that becomes permanent. Each decision can be defended alone. Together, they transfer productivity from producer to buyer. The second pressure is transparency. Automation can make outputs more standardized and comparable. This helps customers evaluate alternatives, but weakens premiums based on process complexity. Buyers can separate genuine differentiation from cost the supplier no longer bears. Lower cost does not automatically create pricing power. It can expose how little pricing power was present. Large buyers intensify the effect. Procurement teams may request usage pricing, benchmark suppliers, unbundle features, or demand that lower delivery costs be reflected in the contract. Even without a switch, that option narrows the saving the supplier can retain. A third pressure comes from defensive competition. One firm cuts price, another adds capability. A third absorbs inference cost to preserve growth. None is irrational. Together they can reset the economic baseline. This is where operating leverage can reverse. Volume rises, but revenue per unit falls. Inference demand, exception handling, review, and support rise with adoption. Sales reports stronger usage. Finance reports lower labor per transaction. Yet contribution margin per customer weakens because the commercial system gives away more value than the operating system removes in cost. The model now becomes more precise. Automation lowers the expense of producing the offer. Competition lowers the price of accessing it. Commercial defense expands what must be delivered. Margin survives only when retained cost reduction exceeds price compression, added service burden, and legacy expense still in place. Pilots rarely reveal that boundary. They often exclude integration drag, support escalation, and old systems that remain active while new systems scale. They also occur before competitors fully respond. A program can meet its technical target and still fail the market test. Sustainable margin requires more than efficient production. The firm must connect automation to a position that resists comparison or substitution. That may come from proprietary data, embedded workflow, trusted distribution, lower error cost, reliability, contractual integration, or an outcome unavailable from a cheaper model. The protection sits around the technology, not inside it. This changes how margin should be measured. Internal reporting must connect unit cost reduction with realized revenue per unit, discount depth, renewal quality, support burden, expansion revenue, and legacy cost actually removed. A saving that improves one operating metric but weakens contract economics is not yet a durable margin gain. The practical stress test is direct. Finance examines whether the improvement remains after a competitor matches the feature. A major customer renegotiates, usage rises, and full support cost is included. It separates paid expansion from features added merely to preserve the account and tests whether old costs actually leave the system. A healthy outcome is not the largest reported saving. It is a margin structure that remains stable after the market responds. That standard is harder to meet under quarterly pressure because price concessions can protect near-term bookings while weakening future economics. Revenue can look protected even as the value of each contract declines. Return to the modeled example. The error was not the $8 saving. The error was assigning it to profit before accounting for the $10 market response and the $3 operating burden. The firm measured its ability to create efficiency, but not its ability to own the value created. That distinction defines margin risk in competitive markets. AI can lower the cost of production without increasing the producer's durable claim on profit. The lasting advantage belongs not to a company that creates the saving first, but to the company whose market position prevents that saving from being competed away.